Hey guys, I had twins 7 years ago, and preparing for twins mentally is actually harder than physically. So when you find out that you're having twins, especially when it's a surprise and you don't have a clue that there's twins in your family, or you didn't pray for the twins and you find out you have twins, is your brain is gonna try and prepare for these babies. You start thinking, okay, so we'll do this. How we're gonna adapt our living? How are we gonna, like the house? How we're gonna do the twins? How, especially for us, the house we were in at that time, we were in a two-bedroom flat, and there was already four of us in there. So with the twins, I was like, well, how is this gonna work? That means it's gonna be six people in a two-bedroom house. So trying to work that out in your head, trying to work that out in my head, it was just a whole puzzle. I was trying to figure out, okay, how we're going to do this financially, how we're going to do that with the car. The car we had was just enough for, it was a 5-seater. So twins come with car seats, they come with a twin buggy. So you have all these questions running around in your mind, and you're asking yourself the questions, but you're also trying to answer them yourself, which doesn't even make any sense because and as I was asking these questions in my brain and trying to answer them, I wasn't getting anywhere. I was just in this panicked mood, sense, in this panicked sense. And I was just trying to figure out how we're going to do this with these babies. And luckily, we were able to figure out, first of all, we had to figure out the car. I think that's the one thing that we had to figure out. And literally, we started looking for a 7-seater. We have a 7-seater now. We started looking for a 7-seater. And I think my husband, bless him, he looked for it and he had to drive. He had to take a train. Yeah, my husband had to go to some far place to pick up the 7-seater because we couldn't find one in our price range in our area. So he had to take a train, go to this other place, get the car, drive it. I think it took him like 4 or 5 hours to drive back. That's how far he had to go to pick this car up. So we got the car, and I was like, oh, thank you, Jesus. The car can fit the car seats, we can fit the prom. I was like, okay, that's done. And then we had to figure out how we're gonna sleep. I mean, at first it was like, you know what, it's okay because they're only small. You just have to get like Moses baskets. They'll sleep in the same room as us. That's fine, cool. And then we were luckily able to get the cots. I think we got them from, I don't even remember. Another one or brand new. I don't know if we got them from a friend or something. We got 2 cots, so we set them up and they actually fit in the room. It was a little bit of a tight squeeze, but it wasn't too tight. So we got the cots in there. I was like, okay, that's it, that's done. So it's like, I think when you think about it, it's overwhelming, but once you start kind of getting things done slowly, it works out. And I think that's where I would want to say, do not overwhelm yourself mentally about how this is going to happen, how we're going to sort this out. Just go one thing at a time, one thing at a time. And again, when they're still little, you don't even need the cots. They can just be in the Moses basket for the first few months. They don't need the massive cots, so you don't have to spend money on that. So just, have a list and just get things slowly. I think the main bit that you would need to probably sort is the car seats and the car, because those you will need. Even in hospital, when we were leaving, when we were being discharged, they will not let you leave without the car seats. You need the car seat. They will not let you leave the hospital carrying your baby. That nah. The midwives or the nurses, they'll literally be there. You put the baby in, they'll follow you to the car, make sure you put them in properly, strap them in properly, then you can be on your merry way. They will not let you leave the hospital without a car seat, which is actually fantastic. I think that is really good. Safety first, guys, safety first. But you can try to mentally prepare for twins, but until they actually arrive, you will not know what you're in for, because what you think will probably not even be what actually transpires when they arrive. It will be a whole different, thing to what you thought in your mind. So if this helped you, please like, follow, and subscribe.